This beautiful open space park up in Anthem will soon look a lot different. The HOA here wants to build some new soccer fields, and a lot of homeowners aren't happy about it. Scenic views, lots of families, nice quiet neighborhoods. Anthem is one of the Valley's most beloved communities.
We have been built out for many, many years.
And these longtime homeowners want it to stay that way. Kelly Graves and her neighbors are trying to stop the Anthem Community Council from moving forward with plans to convert this open space park into a multi-use sports space with several soccer fields.
You can see the park from my backyard, and on Saturdays and Sundays that would bring a whole, hundreds of people and noise to my home, basically. I mean, to right next to my home, and it would just change the whole dynamic of the neighborhood.
The proposal to remodel Liberty Bell Hastings Way Park is part of a master plan to add more quality of life activities for residents across Anthem communities. Everything from improving the community center, more pickleball courts, better lighting, restrooms, and new soccer fields is on the table. These residents worry that adding soccer fields to their quiet park will increase traffic for leagues and games and create more noise and congestion.
Parkside streets are not Maricopa County standard width because they got a special exemption to have narrower streets. So when you start to push traffic that isn't Anthem traffic into those streets and parking on those streets, you're creating more of a traffic hazard.
Arizona's family reached out to the Anthem Community Council and was told there's a lot of support for the new soccer fields, and homeowners have been frequently updated on the redevelopment plans over the past 2 years. John Saffin with the Anthem Community Council sent us a statement that read in part, "The ACC takes great pride in our award-winning parks and landscaping. I would encourage those who have concerns to come and voice them. We want to hear from them." Final plans on the layout of the new soccer fields have not yet been determined.
This wouldn't be an enhancement. It would be taking away from the residents who already enjoy it.
The Anthem Community Council will be holding a board meeting tonight where dozens of unhappy homeowners are planning to attend. Whether they can convince the board to reconsider their plans to build soccer fields here, we'll keep you posted. In Anthem, Jason Berry for Arizona's Family.